Britain's royal family announced Monday that Prince Harry is engaged to marry American actress Meghan Markle. Markle does not fit the description of the typical royal bride, but says she is ready to join her fiancé's family. Jamie Yuccas has more.
Meghan Markle marrying Prince Harry is being called a 21st century Cinderella story at Buckingham Palace.
And Meghan.
Fresh-faced Markle comes from the humblest of beginnings, going from this working-class South LA home in Windsor Hills to Windsor Castle. This is where Markle's rags to riches fairy tale all started, here at her childhood home. Earlier, a note was passed out on Kensington Palace stationery asking for privacy. The prom queen started her theater career in high school, but when it came time to finding roles, she would run out of gas on the way to auditions.
You don't understand how much I love this car. And it, in the morning, would start and it sounded like a steamboat engine.
She was the first in her family to graduate college. Markle believes her mixed race may have prevented her from getting roles in a label-driven industry, but led to her starring role as Rachel in the long-running series Suits.
Do attractive women intimidate you, Arthur?
She had wed Hollywood producer Trevor Ingleson in 2011. The marriage lasted just 2 years. Markle also has become as much an activist as an actor, just like her fiancé across the pond.
Well, good evening.
What may be the most important feature about this royal couple is the two really like each other. Andrew Morton wrote Princess Diana's biography.
And you can see the sparkle in each other's eyes. I mean, you know, call me old-fashioned, but that's a great romance.
In a Vanity Fair interview, Markle said, "I personally love a great love story." She is certainly writing her own. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And CBSN royal contributor Victoria Arbiter joins me now. Victoria, welcome.
Thank you.
So there is clearly a lot of excitement around news of this engagement. What makes it so historic, though, for the royal family?
I think for the royal family, it's just, it sort of breaks with all precedent. It breaks with everything we've seen before. And I don't want that to define Meghan Markle, because she's such an impressive young lady in her own right. She's been successful. She's independent. She's built up her career herself. She's used her platform as a celebrity to do some incredible charitable work. So really it's what she's now going to bring to the royal family. As a couple, they reflect this new modern society in which we live. They represent an era in which judgment isn't the same. People are a bit more forgiving if things are a bit different to how they've been done before. So I think as a couple, they're going to be pretty formidable, and I'm excited to see what's in store.
Formidable is an excellent way to describe them. Well, I want to play a clip from an interview Prince Harry and Meghan Markle gave to the BBC. Let's listen.
It happened a few weeks ago, earlier this month, here at our cottage. Just a standard, typical night for us.
It's a cozy night. It was, what were we doing? Just roasting chicken and having
trying to roast a chicken.
Trying to roast a chicken, and it was just an amazing surprise. It was so sweet and natural and very romantic. He got on one knee.
Of course.
Was it an instant yes from you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I could barely let you finish proposing. I was like, can I say yes now?
She didn't even let me finish. She said, can I say yes, can I say yes now? And then there was hugs, and I had the ring in my finger, and I was like, can I give you the ring? And she goes, oh yes, the ring. So no, it was a really nice moment. It was just the two of us, and I think I managed to catch her by surprise as well. So.
Yeah. They cannot stop staring at each other through that interview.
It's pretty endearing stuff, isn't it? They both look completely googly-eyed. It's the only way I can sort of describe it. And again, this speaks to the change in generations. I mean, last week, the Queen and Prince Philip celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary. Wow. No British monarch has celebrated a platinum wedding anniversary. Those are some impressive shoes to fill. But I think that sort of makes the timing of this announcement that much more special, because they seem crazy about each other.
They really do. What else stood out to you? I mean, it was fascinating to hear the way in which it took place, that Prince Harry actually got down on one knee, started to do this sort of traditional thing, and she right away didn't even let him finish, said yes.
Yes, I think really what struck me, there were two things that came across in this interview for me. First of all, it was the shared intimacy. They are so close. It's like they can't sit any closer to each other. They're holding hands. She's got his hand in both of her hands. So there's definitely a clear love story here. But really what struck me is Meghan's confidence. She's an extremely articulate young lady. There was no shrinking violet here. There were a couple of times she kind of stopped Prince Harry because she had something that she wanted to say. This is a relationship that is clearly incredibly equal. It's not the prince and the commoner. This is a couple that intend to move forward as a partnership, as a team, and I think that really, if that's the starting point now, imagine what's possible.
Dare I say that's a very American quality, by the way, to just interject whenever.
It is. But that's why I live in America. What I love about America is the optimism, it's the confidence, it's that anything is possible. And I think Meghan really incorporates the very best of those American qualities. You know, oftentimes in England, we're very stoic and sort of don't want to say too much and don't want to make a fuss. And sometimes a bit of a fuss is nice.
We like fusses, I think, sometimes here. All right, one of the things the couple says binds them together is their desire to make a positive difference in the world. What are some of the causes that are important to both of them?
They have this amazing platform, and really that's what you want to see from a member of the British royal family, is that they use it for good. So, of course, we've seen what Harry has done with Invictus Games. He has revolutionised the lives of so many veterans. We've also seen his focus on the mental health arena, and he's talked with his heart on his sleeve about how he has struggled. Meghan has done a lot of work in terms of the empowerment of women. She's a staunch feminist. She's been to India. She's been to Southern Africa. There's a number of charities that she's worked with, and I think she's keen to continue that. She's also keen to get involved with some of Harry's charitable endeavours, and also keen to find some things that they can do together that perhaps neither of them have explored yet.
Well, we know how it was received here. Can you characterise the reaction to this announcement in the UK and even around the world?
Well, I think in that sort of very understated British way, the British public is delighted. They're very fond of Harry. We've watched him grow up. We've seen him walk behind his mother's coffin. I mean, is there any more tragic sight? So I think overall the British public is absolutely delighted. They won't do excitement in the same way as the Americans until a couple of days before the wedding, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's there.
All right. Victoria Arbiter, thanks so much, Victoria.
Thank you.